Hey folks, so I've made some revisions to the Mega Gengar deck, and I know that this is not really what anyone is playing, but I am trying to use as much from the original deck as possible. And, I did try out just the default deck the one time, and it actually won, and then I won a couple times with the revisions I made, but then I went on a 3-match losing streak. And some of the problems I'm running into are just not getting enough of my Pokemon on the board or being able to evolve in a timely manner. So to resolve that, I am switching over to the Precious Trolley. Search your deck for any number of basic Pokemon and put them on your bench, then shuffle your deck, and then moving that also along with the Arven. I didn't have any Arven in here before, now I do. I had a couple of matches where I didn't get any supporters at all for like the first several turns, so I'm going to maximize my copies of this. I've got max copies of Lilies, and I've also still got the Dawn in here because being able to draw, search your deck for 3 Pokemon, a basic, a stage 1, and a stage 2, feels really strong. And I've also got the TM Evolution, so when I can get them in play and then, move things around and then being able to evolve. So we'll see. I mean, having both feels a little excessive, but like I said, this has been one of my biggest issues and it's the problem I want to solve. And also this allows me to search for it with the Arven. So we will see if this count stays the same or if I, do some more tweaking. I'm sure that I will, but we're going to try this one out. All right, so 275 versus 276 on paper seems like it should be an even matchup. And of course, opponent gets to decide who goes first. I will go first. Great. Toxel. Alright, and Screamtail. So, looks like we'll face another Gardevoir. I won the last time. I did get a little bit lucky. We'll see if my luck improves. It does not. A whiff on the Pokegear yet again. Artisan. Oh, and I only have one Ghastly in the deck. That is great. That means my other Ghastlies are in the prizes. So this is not a good start. Yeah, Artisan was a risk. I don't know if they would have been able to play that Ralts otherwise, but I needed more than Toxel. Artisan again. Let's go with this guy. Because at least with him I can clutch. Lilies. Okay, now I've got my own monkey in play. Alright. And what now? Okay, I'm gonna attach to the Ghastly. Yeah, I don't need the bosses right now. Don't need the energy right now. Let's go with this. And since Ghastly was already there, well, let me get that energy back. And now let's do this. So, Mega Gengar is in play. We can call for family. Petulant. And let's go the other Toxel for more energy. Alright, this isn't terrible. And they're also going to rare candy for Gardevoir. So yeah, that Artisan may have been a mistake, and they just Artisan for the baby Fezendipiti and then Nest Ball for the regular Fezendipiti. Okay, so I'm thinking they would have gotten that Ralton either way. But this allowed them to use the nest ball for something else, unless they happen to top deck that nest ball last turn. And there's my precious trolley, which I don't need. Let's go with the Ultra Ball. Nope, Nest Ball. And TM Evo. Because I can chains the Yveltal to the active, give it the energy and the TM Evo, and evolve both of my Toxels. So now next turn, I'll be able to Sinister Surge twice. And they're just passing. On the one hand, it's like, okay, I get to do what I want, but on the other hand, I'm slightly suspicious. Let's do our Sinister Surging. And I'm going to give my Gengar an extra one, so that way I can Void Gale twice before needing to swap out. And clutch. And just another pass. Okay. Let's Arven. And I don't have any more tools in my deck. So I'll go with the Night Stretcher. Sinister Surge. Nope, I'm just gonna clutch. I really need another Darkness Energy so I can get my monkey ready. I don't want to keep racking up damage that I can't move. Okay, Adrena Pheromone. So if it's got a Darkness attached, flip a coin, negate damage. Okay, so Bravery Charm and pass. So yeah, they're just letting me continue to rack up that damage. So let's do this. Alright, now we got another energy. Let's give that to the monkey. And now, let's move some of that damage over. Yeah, they've got just the 2 cards in the discard pile, so maybe that's why they just keep passing. They haven't had any Psychic. Okay, well, let's Sinister Surge now that I have a way to move it. And clutch. Okay, so that's 1 down. Screamtail is down. So my bench is safe. Take a prize. Alright, so one of my other Ghastlies. Although I've already got Gengar in play, so not as important now. And they do promote the baby Fezendipiti. Okay, and here comes the Night Stretcher. Sorry, not Night Stretcher, Earthen Vessel. Here comes the Earthen Vessel. And they did get a Dark and a Psychic. Use the Artisan. They've got another Screamtail. Okay, so they do run multiple copies. Not every Gardevoir does. Moonlit Hill. Once during each player's turn, they can discard a Psychic Energy to heal 30 damage. Energy Feather. This attack does 30 damage, type and each energy attached. And INO, okay. And Bravery Charm. Okay. Well, this is not something you see every day. Matter of fact, I've never seen it used by anyone. Let's bring in this Viper. We'll Sinister Surge to it. And that's my last energy in the deck, so... should do something about that. But I'm going to bosses. And we're going to take out this Gardevoir. And this is just to search the deck. I know I'm out of energy. Okay, and let's give one of these to the Viper so that it's ready as the backup attacker. 2 prizes. And another Ghastly. And the baby Fez is back. Big Fez gets to flip the script. Ralts is back. Now their Monkey Dory is online. Okay. Shifted 30 to me, then Moonlit Hill, and wow, the Fezendipiti is full health, so... the Energy Feather is only hitting for 90 right now. Okay, let's Adrena Brain this back over. Okay, we're gonna Void Gale. If they flip heads, of course, no damage. But I still have to move the energy. Okay. Sad face. Okay, and they just grabbed Rare Candy, another Gardevoir. Now they're free to Psychic Embrace. And that is a good amount of energies they can attach. $30, $60, $90, $120, $150. Oh, they got a second monkey. My goodness, okay. That Moonlit Hill with the monkeys is a good combo. Now that's 180. Alright, so I survived by 10. Let's chains to bring up Viper. Try to preserve my Gengar. Although, if I don't knock it out this time, there's enough damage there for them to just monkey that to Gengar. Let's grab the Super Rod, just in preparation of whatever I lose here. And it's heads again. Are you kidding me? I'm about to lose both of these. They will monkey that to my Gengar and just knock out my Survivor. Yep, and that's 3 prizes for them. And that's a 7th energy on that. So now it's hitting 210. That can now one-shot anything that I've got. And all they need is 1 prize. Wow, what a turnaround. Okay, well, let's try this. I don't know that there's anything I can do. Well, at least this gives me some more sinister surge ability. Okay, well, it's lilies. Okay, subjugating chains. Flip the script. Adrenabrain. Oh my gosh. I messed up. Baby Fez is not weak to dark. I can't one-shot it. I should have grabbed the Pecharunt, because then at least Irritated Outburst would have had a chance. That was new. Good game.